Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new season of Inside the Inferno. I'm Nicholas Hodel and alongside me is Paul Schultz. Paul, I am so happy to kick off this season of Inside the Inferno with you here at the desk.
Nicholas, it's great to be here. I'm excited to see what's in store for our first episode.
Well, let's waste no more time and get straight into things by discussing one of the many fall sports who began their seasons over the past several weeks.
The ASU volleyball team began this year's campaign hosting the Webb Burbridge Classic in Tempe. Here to break down the results of the tournament is Inferno Intel volleyball reporter Noelle Blumel.
Volleyball is officially back, and the Lady Devils ended their season opener by going 2-1 on the weekend. The team started off hot against Cal State Bakersfield by beating them in 3 straight sets. But we really got a taste of just how resilient this year's team is in match 2 against Northern Iowa. Despite being down by 2 sets, the Devils came back to clinch the win in 5. This was thanks to offensive efforts from the team's 16 total aces and junior opposite hitter Marta Levinska. Levinska notched double-digit kills in both matches but earned a career high of 21 against UNI. This 5-set win was specifically crucial to this team as they lost 8 of their 5-set matches last season. Head coach Sonia Tomasevich said she learned that her team has more depth than she thought and that the team has been specifically focusing in practice on what they can control in each play as opposed to the overall score. The third and final match did not end the weekend how they would have wanted to, as Toledo swept the Devils in 3 straight sets. The Devils now hit the road for a month until returning home on October 7th to face UCLA in their second week of Pac-12 play.
Thanks for that report, Noelle. We transition now from the court to the pitch as the ASU women's soccer program is well into its season and had an early match on Thursday to kick off its September. Here with more on that match is Inferno Intel women's soccer reporter Kenji Ito.
ASU women's soccer team is off to a strong start this season with 1 win at Boise State with a final score of 2-1 and 2 ties against South Dakota State and University of Denver. In the September 1st matchup against the UAB Blazers, the Sun Devils allowed 2 goals but scored 6 with support from sophomore forward Carrie Matthews, freshman midfielder and forward Anicia Colon, graduate student midfielder Alexa Delgado, and most importantly, grad student forward Nicole Douglas. Douglas had 2 goals in total but broke a school record. She is the new career leader in goals for Sun Devil soccer with 51. In total, ASU had 19 shots with 11 of those shots being shots on goal, 5 saves, 4 corner kicks, and 10 fouls. Next up on the Sun Devils schedule at Sun Devil Soccer Stadium are Georgia Southern, Pepperdine, Grambling State, and Toledo. Get excited, ASU fans, because it seems like a great season lies ahead.
Thanks, Kenji. We'll continue to keep an eye on the women's soccer team as they prepare to start their conference schedule.
Absolutely. The women's soccer team was not the only ASU sport to take care of business on Thursday, though, as the football team shined under the spotlight of its season opener against Northern Arizona.
Here to give us an in-depth look at the Sun Devils' 40-3 victory is Ryan Blank.
Arizona State opened up its 2022 season at home in Tempe on Thursday against Northern Arizona. In front of a packed crowd of over 13,000 students, the Sun Devils did not disappoint, defeating the Lumberjacks by 37 points.
So it's one of those games, there's a lot to learn from it. But I thought, we can hold a team to 3 points. That's always a good night for defense. And when you can run the football, that's also good for offense.
Despite a slow start and vanilla play calling on offense, 2 newcomers proved to be X factors on Thursday night. The duo of quarterback Emery Jones and running back Xavier Valladay combined for 4 rushing touchdowns in the 40-3 victory.
We were a little amped up, a little antsy on our feet and just, come out with the ball. But, I feel like we definitely settled down and we came to play and we executed.
Arizona State shared the wealth on the ground and through the air on Thursday night. 12 Sun Devils recorded either a carry or a catch against the Lumberjacks.
We want multiple guys to touch the ball. We want guys to have opportunities to, just to be able to go out there and make plays and just have fun and play the game that we all love to do. I put the ball in everybody's hands. I just go through my reads and do everything I'm supposed to do. But we have a lot of talented guys in the receiver room, so we definitely have to rotate and get different guys in there.
On defense, Arizona State's focus was to stop the rushing attack from NAU, and that's what they did, holding the Lumberjacks to only 23 rushing yards on the night.
I thought the front played pretty good. They got after the quarterback, stopped the run. That's what we need to do. We need to stop the run. They were a running football team like us. We had to stop the run. Linebackers played fairly well. The corners, that's what I wanted to see. They didn't give up any vertical balls. Threw a couple double moves. They're in good coverage.
Following the opening week victory, Arizona State shifts its focus to the first road test as they travel to Stillwater for a matchup against the ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys. In Tempe, Ryan Blank, Inferno Intel.
Ryan, thanks for that breakdown. The ASU student section set a new attendance record for the opening game with 13,589 packed into the stands. But Thursday's game wasn't the only chance for students to support their local teams while also proudly representing the maroon and gold. Inferno Intel's Blake Neiman is here to discuss another game this week where Sun Devil fans witness history in the making.
Monday night was ASU night at Chase Field. Students packed into their designated section in the left field corner for a fun night at the ballpark as the Arizona Diamondbacks were set to square off against the Philadelphia Phillies. It wasn't looking good for Arizona in the early going as they fell into a 7-0 hole going into the bottom of the fourth. However, Arizona was miraculously able to evaporate the deficit over the course of the next 2 innings. The Diamondbacks put up 6 runs in the 4th inning and then came back in the 5th to take the lead thanks to right fielder Corbin Carroll, who came through with a 2 RBI double for his first career major league hit. The Diamondbacks ultimately went on to win the game 13-7 after originally trailing 7 runs at one point, making for the largest comeback in franchise history. What a great moment for ASU students to be a part of.
You are absolutely right, Blake. Games like that tend to become memories forever. We shift gears now to the National Football League, where plenty of recent Sun Devils to go to the league were awaiting the call as to whether or not they would be a part of the respective pro teams heading into Week 1. Here with a report on these former ASU players is Ari Wall.
This week, all 32 NFL teams had to make the tough decision of choosing their 53-man roster for the season. 6 Sun Devils that were either drafted or signed as free agents in 2022 made the cut. Drafted in the 3rd round by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Rachaad White may find himself as the team's 2nd-string running back after tallying over 1,500 total yards for Arizona State last year. Also on the offensive side, tight end Curtis Hodges made the Washington Commanders roster as an undrafted free agent. With the Sun Devils last year, Hodges tallied 373 yards and 2 touchdowns. On defense, Jack Jones, a cornerback, made the Patriots roster after being drafted in the 4th round, and DJ Davidson, a defensive lineman, made the Giants roster after being selected in the 5th round. Finally, Chase Lucas made the Lions roster, and Darian Butler made the Raiders roster, and both are eager to get a chance to showcase their talents in Week 1 on September 11th. In total, 10 NFL teams have at least one former Sun Devil on their active roster heading into the season.
Both here in Tempe and all over the country, Sun Devil athletes past and present are certainly making headlines.
That'll wrap up this edition of Inside the Inferno. As a reminder, you can check out all of our content on our website, infernointel.com. You can also follow Inferno Intel on Twitter @InfernoIntel to get live updates on Sun Devil sports throughout the season.
For Nicholas Hodel and the rest of our crew, I'm Paul Schultz. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.